Hi Steve, Robert King here, and in this quick video I'm going to show you the 7 critical issues with your website that are costing you customers and money. So in this video I'm going to cover in the next 10 minutes or so these following 7 things. The first thing I'm going to show you is that your site looks like a brochure website and not a website that sells. The second thing I'm going to show you is that you're not capturing the names and email addresses of the people coming to your website. This is a big opportunity here that you're passing up, and I will show you what the problem is and how you can fix that. 3, you focus on features instead of customer benefits. 4, you don't use headlines to capture interest quickly. 5, you don't have any testimonials or social proof. 6, you don't have a friendly website navigation. And 7, your calls to action are weak. So that's what I'm going to cover here in the next 10 minutes. So let's get started. So I have your website pulled up here, www.texasinternational.com. And the first thing that I notice is that you have a brochure type website and not a website that has been built and is geared towards selling. And what I mean by that is that you've laid this out sort of like you actually have a brochure downloadable catalog here. You have this interactive catalog. I looked at that and it's strikingly similar to how you have your website set up here. You don't want to set up your website as a like an interactive um, downloadable brochure. Um, it really it should be set up just like if you were if you had a salesperson standing in front of your customer. What would that person be trying to do? They'd be trying to give them a good overview of your company, but not go into too much detail. They'd be wanting to get their contact information so they could follow, they would know that they could follow up with them in the future. They'd be trying to build a rapport, build trust, and you want to set up your website just like that, just like it's like a little mini salesman out there, uh, you know, building trust, providing value, getting people familiar with you and wanting to do business with you, and capturing their information so that you are a little bit more in control of, following up with them in the future. So that's what I mean by a direct response versus a brochure website. A sales website versus a brochure website. The second thing that I notice is that you're not capturing the names and email addresses of the people coming to your site. I see that you're attempting to do that here, and I would say, good work on that. Over here on the left, these are great. These little sidebar pop-up things, but what's being kind of missed here when people first of all, it's not very attractive. It's not very eye-catching. So if we go back and look at this, you don't really notice it. I of course I was looking for it, but I think the average user is probably not going to notice this. It's black, white on black. First of all, it should be more colorful, pop out and stand out at you, and you can actually get it to literally pop out at somebody. As I scroll down your page, it'll follow along on the side, and it'll kind of pop out periodically to say, hey, you know, whatever your incentive is to get their contact information. Another thing is that when people see multiple fields, I see that the email address is the only required field here, and that's good. But really, you want to limit it to 2 fields, name and email address, because people subconsciously, when they see something like this, they just don't want to do it. They see, oh, okay, that's more work than I'm willing to do, and at this point, uh, people aren't going to sign up for your newsletter necessarily because they're interested. They're doing it uh, uh, in this sense. They would be doing it uh, you know, just because it was easy, and so you want to actually make it really easy. The better way to actually capture people's information is to actually take something like this catalog, which I have open in this tab here. This is a really great catalog. I looked through it, really well laid out, really well done. Um, you may want to continue giving it away for free, but what you could do, and I don't think it would limit, it would make it even more effective if you required someone's email address to download that brochure. And that's very easy to do. They just click on here and a pop-up comes up, similar to this, that would say, enter your email, your name and email address to download this brochure now. And people, if they're looking for more information, if they think that what you're going to give them is valuable, they're more than willing to give their email address for good information. So that's a really effective way to do that. I would suggest making those few changes, and you'll see a lot more email addresses and lead contact information come through your website. The third thing I wanted to show you was that you're focused on the features of your products, and you're not talking about what the benefits are to your customer. And really, that's all that people care about is how is it going to benefit me to, overall do business with you versus your competitor. But more specifically, how am I benefited by each of these individual products and services that you provide. So you want to focus more on that. Your headlines, you need. Okay, so you have up here you have these pop-ups and they get your attention, and that's really good. What would be better is if you had something more important to tell them, more informative, right? So first of all, don't talk about you. You're talking about we deliver dependability. Whoever is coming to your site, people are selfish. They're worried about what's in it for me. So talk about what the benefits are to them. But these headlines, these are really valuable. Static headlines are a little bit better than these. um, put something up there, that might wow your customer, just make them trust you immediately, like, we won some big fancy award, or, we're the top producer of oil filled tools, in the United States or in the world, something just really impressive. Big headline to capture interest. You only have 3 seconds when people come to your website to get their attention, capture their interest, and keep them on your site. So this is really, really hugely important. I would suggest getting rid of these pop-ups and putting something static there that is going to capture their attention, and keep them on your site. So moving a little quickly here, your customer testimonials are non-existent. This is huge, right? Um, what I mean by that is, the past customers you've done business with that are happy with you, that you've been doing business with for years, get a quote from them, talking about how happy they are with your products and your services. And you want to just put those all over your website, on your front page, on every one of your pages, have at least one testimonial from a customer saying, hey, these guys are really great. They've helped us, in our business, whatever. And then, put that in quotes, and then put, dash whatever, whoever's name it is that gave you that reference, and then hopefully the company that they work for. Another really effective thing is to put, if all you did was to get the logos of the companies that you service, that's really big. So um, say you provide tools to, uh, I don't know, Neighbors Drilling, Baker Hughes, Halliburton, Weatherford. Those are recognized names in your industry. People that come to your site that see those logos on there, um, just they immediately trust you. These are the big players in your industry. Those people trust you. So who is anybody else to question whether or not you have good products or can be trusted? So that would be really, really important as well. Another kind of more minor thing, but your navigation really isn't all that clear. I would say much, much simpler, bigger navigation. Again, it's a psychological thing. When people come to your site, they're assessing, without even realizing, how easy is it going to be for me to find the information that I'm looking for. So you want to break it down. You want, they come to your main site, they see the different things that you do, whatever they're there for, they know they can go, click a link and then see further information. It breaks out to more, it breaks it down into those little things, for that specific customer. So the navigation, whether you can really see it or not, it's very important. It's really, really very important. So I would clean up your navigation and make it simpler. And then last, your calls to action are weak. You see, like here, newsletter sign up. Don't say, hey, here's a newsletter sign up. Say, sign up for our newsletter right now. You want to tell people what this is what you do next. So generally on your page, say, call us right now and somebody will get a hold of you, or enter your email address and somebody will get a hold of you within, excuse me, enter your phone number right now and somebody will get a hold of you within, say 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Just something that says this is what you do next to do business with us, or to get a price quote, or whatever it is that you know your customer needs to do business with you, you need to tell them to do that. Just splash it all up here on your, on your website. So, Steve, those are the seven critical issues. Those are the things that are costing you customers. They're costing you money, um, but they can be fixed rather easily. And I honestly suggest the next step to take in fixing these problems would be to call me on my cell phone at 208-919-4020, or you can use the online booking system below on this web page where you're viewing this video to schedule a no commitment consultation. I usually charge $250 for that, but for you that would be free. And the worst case scenario, you spend 30 minutes to an hour talking to me, you find out some really, really good effective things that you can do to increase, the conversions of people from, coming to your website to, prospects that you can follow up with, things that you can do to your website, make it more effective to make, people trust you. All these things, I give you a good comprehensive list of those things, and if you choose to have me fix those and do business with me, that's great. Otherwise, you can feel free to take those and have somebody else fix them for you. So, other than that, I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope to talk to you soon.